Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. I'm Mary Kelly. This is your general October reading 2020. I'm using the Troth as the tarot card set. I've also shuffled Wisdom of the Oracle, and your Oracle card that jumped out of the pack when I focused on you Scorpio is Mending. I'll interpret that and alongside after I've done the card reading first. So any messages and information for Scorpio, Sun, Ascendant, Moon and Venus for October 2020. It's Scorpio. Messages and information for Scorpio. Guide me to the cards with information. Scorpio. Messages and information for Scorpio. Okay. Right, cards are starting to respond now. Bear with me. Messages and information for Scorpio. A few more cards coming out of the pack before I give you more of an interpretation. Okay, there's definitely been an ending here, Scorpio. I'm not sure whether the ending at this point is permanent or whether it is a temporary ending. And, the actual outcome of this, which way it goes, is probably down to you. There has been a lot of hurt and pain. I'm getting nagging worries, circling thoughts, quarrels, arguments in the recent past. And words being said. You know how people say things in the heat of the moment, and it could be you feel really hurt and you react and say something that you know is hurtful back because, in the heat of the moment we do actually hurt others. The other message that I'm getting here is that some connections take a bit of work. They take a bit of energy to make it work. And it's not just about whether you choose to make the effort and work hard at it, but the other person, whether they work hard at this as well. But I also want to say to you, sometimes deep down within us is that energy of, am I failing at this? So we can kind of, instead of recognizing that some relationships work and some relationships don't, there may be this personal feeling that something's failed, that maybe you feel in some way sort of that you're responsible. It takes two to make a relationship work, so you can't take all the responsibility of this on your shoulders. Or you could be feeling that the ending of this is because the other person is the one that's not making the effort. I need 3 more cards, messages and information for Scorpio for October. This is a general reading. Messages and information for Scorpio. There is going to be important communication coming out, coming to you, or you could find yourself communicating quite soon. I don't know whether it's coming in, this communication, someone else instigating this, or whether this is you. But I will be able to give you a bit more information about this. Okay, that's the last 2 cards. Okay. Right, okay, so Scorpio, in a natal chart, the 8th house is Scorpio, and the 8th house is about death, sex. It can be inheritances and things like that, but it's kind of a comfortable energy. Quite frankly, Scorpio, you are naturally very sensitive and psychic yourself. So the veil between the physical and the spirit world is very fine to you. But as I say, when the death card comes up, and it's the first card that came out of the pack in this reading, it does suggest that yes, there is an ending, something which will transform and change you as a person, It may not be a final ending. You know, sometimes a door closes. You know the saying, when you let go of love, if it comes back to you, it's yours. Well, the door could close, a new door could open to the same person. It could be that, you know, you move forward together, or it could be that you move forward apart, but that really does depend on both people involved. And then you've got the 7 of discs underneath for more information. So as I say, this ending is down to the fact that either someone's not pulling their weight or making an effort, and you're now beginning to think, do I keep working at this? Do I keep trying when it's not as rewarding as I'd hoped it would be? To give you more information, the recent past, you've got the 9 of Swords, which is, as I say, quarrels, arguments, disagreements, words being said in the heat of the moment, a lot of anxiety, stress. Certainly this is not a very pleasant card to see, because often, you know, it's human nature, the lower mind, the physical mind, can often hit out and hurt others when it's feeling hurt or feeling pain. So, to give you more information about this, the card underneath is the 5 of Swords. Both of these cards are telling me that somebody in this situation felt trapped or stuck in a bleak set of circumstances that weren't of their choosing. And this can be when the other person imposes their views or opinions upon you and expects you to accept or put up with a situation that's not making you happy. And very much, Scorpio, I feel it was difficult to see a way forward, and I've got to say that could just be your view and opinion, but it could be your person. So it doesn't just feel as though there's one other person around you imposing their views or opinions, that it could be other people, maybe family members, could be someone else around this other person. And let's face it, you know, relationships are not always simple. You know, it can be that a person you're with has an ex with children, and that their circumstances impose on your relationship with this person. It may not apply to everybody, but it can apply to some people, and especially, you know, that could be for you, Scorpio. Your past relationship and circumstances could impact on a current relationship. So, as I say, you know, life's not simple. We try to strive to make it simpler, because that's the way it is a lot easier for everybody concerned. So, near future, this could be the next couple of weeks ahead of you. You've got the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is that communication that I spoke to you about. It is really important communication. It's something that needs to be said. You could find yourself feeling now or very recently kind of almost something stuck in your throat, feeling as though this is communication that you need to express and say and speak your truth. But you could find that either you have issues with your throat or your voice, you know, getting a sore throat. As I say, you need to speak, you need to say this. This is important. So it can be in the form of a letter, of course, email, sometimes text messages. It could be an important phone call or face-to-face communication. Well, whatever this is kind of really does feel to me that the communication needs to come from love, not from pain, not from hurt. And I will come on to the card mending, the oracle card, in a moment or two, but it really does relate to this. When a relationship is really difficult, the heart chakra can get blocked. And if you think about all the arguments, all the resentment, all the things that maybe, Scorpio, you went through, you experienced without actually either coming to terms with or healing, and that can build up. And I always think of it like a bin bag of rubbish that actually blocks the heart center. And when the heart center is blocked, your ability to radiate love is compromised. So meditate at this time. Get that sort of bin bag of rubbish out in a meditation. Pull it out, open it up. Start to look at what is blocking your heart, what needs forgiveness, what needs to be let go. This is a very healing time, and the oracle card mending is all about, mending your heart, healing wounds. So it does resonate. I'll go into that a little bit more in a moment or two. I really do feel, before you make this communication, or if it's not you instigating the communication, before you reply or respond, do that first. Get that bin bag of rubbish out of your heart center, heal that, and respond your communication from a place of love in your heart. Open your heart. Actually, this is part of the oracle card. What would love do? We often think of a situation. What should I do? How should I handle this? Think about what love would do in this situation. And every action, if you follow that, every action you take is going to be from a place of positivity and good energy. Okay, so to give you more information about this communication, got the Queen of Wands. So this could be your person, Scorpio. It could be male or female, fire sign. It could be you, because let's face it, you don't just have water in your natal chart, you've got a lot of the other elements. And so it would suggest to me that although you should be very confident in yourself and your abilities, and probably in other areas of your life you're very established and you are really confident, but when it comes to this situation and your communication, you could, and it may be because of past events and how difficult this has been, you may have lost confidence either about where this is heading or what's happening, or even maybe how the other person is going to react or respond to you. So I say, whether the future is together or apart, be positive and dig deep. If you've heard of Bach flower remedies, there is one in the range for confidence, and it's called Larch, Larch. Any Holland and Barrett, you can get Bach flower remedies online, BACH flower remedies. Larch, instead of thinking of all the reasons why not to do something, or why not to take that risk, or step out of your comfort zone, or say what you really need to say, or express your true feelings, the Larch Bach flower remedy gives you that confidence to actually take a risk. So try it. It might help you. And as I say, when people feel confident, they have no reason not to be really open and honest about how they express themselves. So to give you some background information, this is events leading up to where you are now. It could be within the last 6 months. It could certainly be more recent energy. And you've got the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is something coming in really quickly, communication from somebody. After hearing what this person's got to say, you could have made swift changes or sudden decisions. Again, as I say, I feel this is your person wanting to communicate, and then the Eight of Discs is saying that this person wanted to work at something. But as I say, I feel there was so much hurt and pain. Maybe either, I've got to say, this could be vice versa. It could have been you wanting to work at it, but the other person not responding in a positive way. So it does feel to me that this ending has occurred because of a lack of effort on one person's side to work at this, because of fears. Okay. So more recently, with the Ace of Swords, you've also, recent energy, got the Ace of Discs. So all aces are new beginnings, opportunities to start again. Because this is all about love, feelings, emotions, and mending your heart, the Ace of Discs to me is you wanting a beginning that is more stable, solid, lasting. Not just emotional security, but a sense of financial security as well. And underneath this, you have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is the commitment card, marriage, flow of love in a relationship. For some people, it can be just living together or committing to a relationship where you see each other and you're an important part of each other's lives. And that's the outcome, which is really positive. So, as I say, I feel it is possible, even though there's been a lot of pain and a lot of hurt in this situation, I feel that it is possible to heal the wounds. And this is why the Oracle card Mending is coming up. Remember what I said about that bin bag of rubbish. When we accumulate hurt and pain from past arguments that we relive, then that energy blocks us. There is a real feeling here that forgiveness is necessary. And, to move forward in this situation, that's the only way, really. So, as I said before, whether it's separate or together, either you forgive this person and let this go and move forward in your life, having healed, having let it go, having learnt from the painful circumstances you went through, or you can, if you forgive, you can move forward with the same person. But as I say, this is about choice. But have the confidence to actually speak your truth after you let go of what's blocking you. Okay? So yeah, very, very important that you clear that hurt and pain. And Scorpio, of all the sun signs, and I mean, you may be ascendant Scorpio, moon in Scorpio, or Venus Scorpio, but that Scorpio energy means you are incredibly passionate, very sensitive. You feel things so deeply, more than any of the other signs. And so for that reason, these hurts and pains are very real to you. Other people might not feel what you've been through so keenly or so deeply. But that in this incarnation, for you to have prominent Scorpio in your natal chart, it does mean that that's part of your soul lesson, is to come to terms with your sensitivity, to not let it destroy you, but to actually see it as the gift that you're given, because you are naturally very psychic and very, very sensitive. So sort out that bin bag of rubbish, unblock the heart chakra, clear away the hurt and the pain from a relationship situation. Forgiveness, well, yeah, look, Scorpio, you've got so many positive qualities. You are one of the most reliable, hardworking, loyal people, passionate about what you do. The flip side can be insecurities and jealousy. And if there is jealousy at the heart of these problems and these issues, then there is a real need, as I say, to look at that, to meditate on that, to think about what your past negative reactions or emotions, you know, what that's caused in your life, whether it has caused loss and sadness. And if so, you know, this is a time to transform and change. As I say, the death card is birth, death and rebirth. It is transformation and change. So I hope that helps, Scorpio. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. I will be uploading some more readings quite soon. I'm going to be doing some pick a card readings, and especially if you're not currently with a person and you want to know how they feel, then I would say have a look at those. If you like the channel, then please obviously press the like button, share it, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and of course you'll get the heads up when I post any other videos for you. Alright, Scorpio, much love. I hope this has been helpful. Find the larch bark flower remedy, give you that confidence, heal your wounds first, and when you do communicate, do that from a place of love, and that can heal this, that can heal you, heal the situation, and bring a very positive, loving commitment into your life. God bless. Speak to you soon. Bye for now, Scorpio.